window, and then you're going to type in terminal and then press enter. And then everything else should pretty much be the exact same. So the first thing that I'm
So
going
it
to
looks
execute
like
is
you
who
don't have it
am
installed.
I? Who am I? And
You
it
should pause the
displays my
video.
username. But really what's interesting is
Just yeah.
If you scroll up real quick, Malachi,
Oh shit.
it says if you're ensuring that you have installed Git Bash.
No wait, it says if participating on Windows, ensure you have installed. Can I just like click this right here?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then go to Windows, right?
Yep.
OS.
Yep.
Wait, I'm gonna show the publishers. Wait, can I just copy this?
Yep.
This right here, this thing?
Yep.
Alright, so copy. And then you go to the terminal, right?
Yep.
Wait, this one. Wait, yeah, that one.
Yep.
Okay.
Administrator. Yep.
Oh, what? What?
Hit enter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I wasn't.
And actually, hit Control C because it should fail.
I did.
Yeah, that's fine. Control C.
Control C. Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
That right there will cancel any command. That Control C. Okay, but now go ahead and try to paste that in there.
Oh, shit. Now, how do you paste it?
Enter.
Oh, enter. Download package. Oh, it's downloading.
Cool. That means it wasn't installed, and that's fine because right now it's getting installed.
Right. 100%. Oh shit! I cannot see that. What the fuck? Do you want to run? Should I put yes, right? It says, "Do you want
Capital
to
A
run-"
for all,
Oh,
or
capital A.
capital Y. They're both the same. I usually do capital A because it just makes me feel more comfortable, like I'm responding yes to everything, all of it.
Shit, where the hell is my vape? Oh, shit. I just peeped that this laptop doesn't have a camera on it.
Oh, that's fine. You don't need one.
It doesn't? I thought it did. Ooh, gotta give it a second, right?
Yep. And then once this is installed, then you can watch the navigating the terminal video.
Alright, bet.
In the meantime, let me take a second real quick. Okay, hold on. Yeah, looks like it's installed. Okay, cool. Now you can watch the navigating the terminal video.
Great. Alright, so that's done. Shit. Hold on. Let me go back.
where am I, right? So I'm going to execute pwd, and this won't make sense at first, but I'm going to clarify in just a moment.
You'll probably want
pwd
to start
tells me
this from
my
the beginning.
present working directory. Now that's a really fancy
Yeah,
way
because
to
I had you do that
say
git bash command
which
right off the start.
The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to press the Windows key, you're going to type in bash, and then you're going to hit enter. If you're working on a Mac operating system, you're going to hold the command key, press the space bar to open up the spotlight window, and then you're going to type in terminal and then press enter. And then everything else should pretty much be the exact same. So the first thing that I'm going to execute is who am I? Who am I? And it displays my username. But really what's interesting is where am I, right? So I'm going to execute pwd, and this won't make
Hey,
sense
you
at
should
first, but I'm going to
probably
clarify in just a moment.
Okay, yeah.
pwd tells me my
But you should move your
present
terminal to the
working
right
directory. Now that's
so you
a
can
really
see the.
fancy way to say which folder
Yeah,
I'm
there you
currently
go.
looking at on the computer. And you may still be very confused about this. So I'm going to type in explore space dot enter, and this will show me the exact folder that I'm looking at in the terminal. I'm going to type in ls, and you can see now I can see everything in the terminal that I can see over here in this folder. For example, if I'm looking for 3D objects, it's the first thing in the list. Or if I'm looking for app data, you can see that that exists here. There are a few
Hold up, pause it real quick.
that the terminal has access to that you'll see I cannot see in the folder, and that's the advantage of using the terminal. So that's cool.
You can just tap the video anywhere and it'll pause it or play it. And right
Yeah,
now you can press Control and press 0 to make it normal sized again. Hold Control and then press 0. Hold Control and then press 0. There you go. All right, go ahead, Dean.
Yeah, hold down your Windows key and hit the left arrow, like the directional key.
The Windows
not
key
the,
on
the
the
button.
keyboard. So you shouldn't really press that button at the bottom left, Malachi. You should push the Windows key. There's a key on the keyboard. There's a Windows key. Yeah. And then you can type in whatever you're looking for. So you could type in bash, for example. But before you do that, hit escape at the top left of the keyboard. Hit the escape button. Okay. And now listen to what Dean has to say. Go ahead, Dean. Sorry.
Yeah, so on your keyboard, hold down the Windows key, and then you're going to hit the left arrow. It should be to the right of your spacebar somewhere.
So you press the
Actually,
Windows
are
key,
you on
right?
a laptop or?
And you press the Windows key, but he's asking you to hold the Windows key. So hit escape again because you made this window pop up. Just hit escape. Now, Dean said hold the Windows key, I think, and then
Yeah.
press the left arrow. Hold the Windows key, then press the left arrow. Maybe first click on the terminal. Left
Yeah, it
click,
might not be active.
yeah, left click on the terminal. I'm sorry. I meant to say on the Git Bash.
Yeah, the
Wait,
browser.
Bottom right.
Oh, you said go here and then do what?
Dean, you try to instruct. Maybe I'm making things confusing.
Yeah, hold up.
Oh,
Yeah, Malachi. So click on the background of your browser, like where the video and all that is. Just click on the dark space beside the video.
wait.
Yeah, anywhere.
Click
Nah,
on the video.
what's on the back of your
pause it.
screen? Yeah, right where your mouse is. Click right there.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So your browser window is active. Now, do you see the arrow keys on your keyboard?
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about the arrow key? I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, no, you're good. Now hold down the Windows key and then hit the left arrow at the same time.
Like that.
Okay. Yep. Now click on that Git Bash window.
This.
Yep. Click anywhere inside of it.
All right.
And then you're going to hold down Windows and hit the right arrow key.
Done with at the same time, right?
Yep.
You said the right one.
Yep.
All right, did it.
Did you click on the terminal? Did you click on Git Bash?
Yeah.
Let me see. Could you click on it again? Okay.
Huh.
One left click is good, and then hold Windows and then press the right arrow. There you go.
There you go.
And now you can
All right,
actually click
now-
on anything over there on the left, and it'll also
Yep.
put it to the side for you. So you can click on the video, for example, at the top left, and that will put the video to the left.
So click on it. Click on it.
Yes.
Yep. Now you can easily see what's going on both sides while you're working.
All right, bet. Thank you.
Was that a lot?
No, it's okay. That's cool. That's cool.
The only thing is with this small monitor, it's clipping the video a little bit.
What happened?
Nah, I was just saying, so like usually this is good because you can work on more than one thing at a time. And this is still better than what you had before, but it's still clipping a little bit of the video, so you might not see what's all the way on the right side of the video.
And you could fix that by going down where you see the scroll bar. Do you see the scroll bar in the browser on the bottom? Not to the right, but do you see the scroll bar at the bottom of the browser?
Yeah.
Move that to the right until the video is about center. and then
Yep.
hold control and then press minus. Not the Windows key. Don't click on the Windows key. Now click on the browser.
Oh,
So not there because that's the search bar. But if you could click on the browser is Chrome.
this.
That's the but the actual browser is to your left. If you could just click on that browser to your left. Do you see this window that you have to the left? The window, so,
Browser.
so you have two windows on screen right now. One is to the right, and that's the terminal. It's the Git Bash terminal. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, the window to your left is the Chrome browser.
Wait.
So to your right, you see you have Git Bash.
You come on right here.
Yeah,
right?
but that's the shortcut at the bottom. I'm talking about to your left is the actual browser itself. So you could click that, but then when you click that, it's just gonna tell you to click on the highlighted. Hold on real quick. I'll share screen. Can you see my screen?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
What do I?
If you could
press?
click on Discord at the bottom of the tray bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then hit watch stream.
At the top.
Straight up in the middle. It says watch stream, and if you hover over it, it'll say the Java Oracle.
Watch screen. Oh, right
On the
here.
very, yep.
Okay,
There we
cool.
go.
All right, now you can see my screen. And I'm going to imitate what your screen looks like. Okay, don't move anything for a second. Your screen has a Git Bash window over here, and it has a Chrome browser over here. Okay? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to pay attention so I do it right.
no. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm asking you a question. I'm just saying, do you see that there is a Git Bash window over here on the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you see on the left, this thing over here, this is called your Chrome browser.
Alright.
This whole thing right here, this is the Chrome browser. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when I say like click on the browser, I'm just saying like click right here. Like this is the browser. You click on it. You click around over here. Does that make sense? When I say click on the browser now, do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna watch your screen now. Sorry. Go ahead. You can go back to doing what you were doing. Just click on yeah, you're back.
All right. But you see what I'm doing, right? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, that's the browser. So you clicked on the browser window, so it's active now.
All right.
Go ahead, and you saw you have a bunch of tabs open on the top of your browser.
Hmm.
Click
Good.
on the one that you had open before for the Curriculeon. Yep.
No, not this one. That one. Yeah. Okay. Now
Okay.
click on the browser in the background.
Click on the browser and
There you go.
the.
Right there. That's the background. Okay. Now hold control and press minus.
Wait, what's minus? Is that the little dash sign right here? The little dash?
Yep.
Like that?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
fits it a little bit better on the screen, right? Do you agree?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see everything now.
So now
Almost
you should be able to just click on the video. It'll start playing, and you can work on it while you're watching the video.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I would definitely rewind it a little bit if I was you. Actually, if I was you, I would just start over honestly if I was you, but
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
right.
First thing that you're gonna
Huh?
Yeah, I would close out. I might even close out that. Or you know what? Go over to your browser or to your terminal. Click on your terminal.
The light blue one?
When I say click on these items, I'm not telling you to click anything in the tray bar. Okay. If I want you to click on the tray bar, I'll tell you click this from the tray bar. But if I say click on the item, it's like it's on the screen. I'm just asking you to just click on the thing that's on the screen. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So click on the terminal, anywhere in the terminal, and then type in clear, like water is clear.
Type water's clear.
No, clear, as
Yeah,
in
just clear. Okay. Well,
enter. Okay. Now go ahead and follow the video.
Do is you're going to press the Windows key, you're going to type in bash, and then you're going to hit enter. If you're working on a Mac operating system, you're going to hold the command key, press the space bar to open up the spotlight window, and then you're going to type in
terminal
and then press enter. And then everything else should pretty much be the exact same. So the first thing that I'm going to execute is who am I? Who am I? And it displays my username. But really what's interesting is where am I? Right? So I'm going to execute PWD, and this won't make sense at first, but I'm going to clarify in just a moment.
Hey Malachi, real quick, hit click on the video to pause
Yeah,
it.
pause the video.
Directory. Now that
Leon goes pretty quick in the videos, so I would like listen to a command that he's saying, pause it, and take your time doing it.
Yes.
And then that way you can see how he typed it in on the left and make sure you have exactly what he typed in.
Because right now, as you can see, for the first command, you've typed in who am I incorrectly.
wait, was I'm supposed to put no space on my phone.
And then the output for that was also incorrect. It's no problem. Just make sure you try it out. Try typing in who am I. Yeah, clear. Yep. And then go ahead. Yeah.
It still came up as this.
That's interesting. Because just a moment ago on the other terminal, it didn't come up like that. Do you see that, Dean?
Let me see.
I don't know why that says just. It just says.
I'm sorry. What do you mean it didn't come up like that?
Is that what? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. It did. It did come up like that. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. That's 100% correct.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then type in PWD.
Okay. PWD.
Yeah. And now look at the right. Look at yours, what you have in your terminal, and then look at the video. What's in the video. And you should take the scroll bar and move it to the left a little bit so you can see. You definitely need a second monitor for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, you need a second monitor. But we'll get that
He
situated.
could manually, like, this is a perfect split screen, so both windows are the same size, but he could probably drag it so the browser is taking up like 60% of the screen or something like that. You
That's
know what I mean?
probably true.
Yeah, you could definitely cut down on the amount of space that the
The terminal take
I'm
up.
just not trying to
Yeah,
overwhelm
taking up.
Malachi with like these little,
Yeah, I just wanted
stuff
to be,
that doesn't necessarily have to do with the
Yeah.
lesson.
I just wanted to be comfortable at the same time. I wanted to be able to see, most
I mean,
importantly.
I'm comfortable with it being like this actually.
Well, it's not
Okay.
just that. You can't really see everything either. You can't see. You see how right now, Malachi, you can't see the other side of the video.
Yeah, I gotta scroll over a little bit.
Yeah,
Word.
so that's kind of the thing. Like you gotta like listen to it, hear it,
I'll make
and
it
then
work.
yeah, you just gotta listen to it. You gotta hear it, watch it, try it out, pause it, and then scroll left and right and make sure it's about the same.
All right, bet. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, here, Malachi. So Windows will dynamically resize this. So you opened up a new Git Bash window. That's what you're typing in now. Close that one out because you already have one open right behind it.
And
Yep.
it's
Okay. And now you see where there's a clear separation between the browser and the Git Bash terminal. Like there's a line separating them.
Yeah.
Hover your mouse over that, and you should get like a little resize arrow pointing left and right. Yep. And drag that a little bit. Yep. Drag it to the right,
Yep, keep going.
and keep going until you can see the whole video.
Ah, fuck.
even that should be enough right there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. I feel like that's
Now
good.
you can type stuff in comfortably, and you can see everything.
100%. Thank you, Dean. Yeah.
They appreciate it, yo.
Yeah, no problem.
And then PWD.
And so that makes sense when you type in PWD. That's short for print working directory. So you're
Correct.
printing your current location in the file system.
All right.
So rewind the video a little bit, like 10 seconds back, because yeah, like 10 seconds. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. So go ahead, hit play.
I'm going to execute PWD, and this won't make sense at first, but I'm going to clarify in just a moment. PWD tells me my present working directory. Now, that's a really fancy way to say which folder I'm currently looking at on the computer.
Pause.
And you may still be very confused about this, so I'm
Play a little bit, like play like 2 seconds more. No. Just hit the play button, and then hit pause after 2 seconds. Hit play.
going to type in explore space
2 more seconds.
dot enter, and this will show.
Okay. There you go. So it's really important to like listen and hear exactly what's said in the video. I said so I'm gonna just repeat it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this whole session is recorded. You can watch this on Twitch TV after this is over.
Okay.
But I said we're gonna execute PWD. That tells us our present working directory. And I said I know that's not going to make sense, right? Because telling you that's your present working directory doesn't really make much sense to you, right? Or am I mistaken?
No, you're actually right. I don't
Okay, right.
understand.
So that's why I said I'm gonna tell you it means present working directory, but I also recognize that makes no sense to you. Okay, but just hear me out. Even though I know that that makes no sense to you, here's something that might make more sense to you. If we type in explore space period, so go ahead and type in explore space period.
Explorer. Oh.
Now you can get a better idea of what it is that we see in the terminal. This is actually what we mean when we say this is our location. Our current location is this folder. And hit play just a little bit longer. Just hit it and let's just hear what I had to say because I don't know what I say next.
Show me the exact folder that I'm looking at in the terminal. I'm going to type in ls, and you can see now I can see everything in.
Yep, good job. And hold Alt and press Tab.
Tab. What's that?
Hold Alt and then press the key that says Tab.
Oh, Alt and then the key is just tab. Hold on, give me a second. I'm looking for that, John.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, my bad.
There
I was
you go.
muted. Tab's
There
on
you
the
go.
top left.
Bro, I was looking for the tab.
Did you see
button.
what happened there, Malachi? Do you see how it brought the other
Yeah.
window back to you?
Yeah.
So
Alright, bet.
Alt Tab will bring back the most previously active window, and that's just a yeah. See how it goes back to that one? Hit again.
Wait,
Hit Alt Tab
you
again?
said Alt Tab.
And then hit Alt Tab again. And then hit it again. See how you can go back and forth between your most previously active window like that? It makes it really easy.
Yeah.
Okay, just a quick tidbit, and I'll tell you more about that later. But that's just something. Hopefully, we can like take a quick note on that. Anyway,
Okay.
so I was saying that if we typed in ls, you see where you typed in ls in the terminal? It's like towards the top of the terminal now. It's like pwd explorer, and then it says ls. Do you see that?
Yeah, I see 3D objects.
Right. So hold Alt and press Tab again. Do that trick.
So wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah, for sure.
Is that telling us like what's on the computer?
I'm gonna tell you the answer to it. The answer is yes. But could you press Alt and press Tab? Hold Alt and press Tab again.
Right.
Okay. Now you can see this is what you have on your computer visually. You see how you have that there? You can see these the same files that you see in the terminal. You also see them in the folder.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So that's
Yep.
that's what's happening there. That's what's happening. And let's hit play so we can see a little bit further. Unless, do you have any questions about this so far?
No, it seems all self-explanatory. It's cool. Alright.
The terminal that I can see over here in this folder. For example, if I'm looking for 3D objects, it's the first thing in the list. Or if I'm looking for app data, you can see that exists. here, there are a few hidden files that the terminal has access to that you'll see I cannot see in the folder, and that's the advantage of using the terminal. So that's cool, but now how do we change the folder that we're looking at? For example, I can see on my computer there's a folder named dev, and I can execute from the terminal cd space dev.
Just dev. Wait, what?
It's okay if you don't see it. His computer has a folder that yours doesn't. That's all that means.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's not what I
Just
wanted.
Alt Tab again.
Oh. Wait, hold on. She did no such. Oh, okay. It doesn't have it.
Enter, and I'm now looking at the dev directory. If I were to execute pwd now, you can see that it tells me I'm looking in the C drive, and within that C drive, I'm looking at the users folder, and within that users folder, I'm
Pause
looking
for
at
a second.
the Hunt folder, and within that Hunt folder, I'm looking at the dev.
So one thing about these is you kind of can't like get past a certain point if you don't see it exactly as you see it on the left. Does that make sense?
What you saying? Wait, say that one more time.
If you don't see exactly the same thing, basically the same pattern on the left, if you don't see that personally on your screen, you can't move forward. So for example, you see it says cd dev, and then yours says no such file or directory. Now you can't move forward because that's not what it says in the video.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have to think about why is it that yours doesn't allow you to do that, and why is it in the video it does? And I'm gonna tell you the answer. I'm trying to give you the tools that you need to understand how to do this when I'm not present.
Yep.
Okay. So now we have to figure out why is it that it didn't work for you. In the video, I just explained there is a folder that I can see named dev folder. I said I made this folder already. Can you rewind the video about 20 seconds? Back to about 1:30. Okay, now let's hit play and listen closely what's said here.
But now, how do we change the folder that we're looking at? For example, I can see on my computer there's a folder named dev, and I can execute from the terminal cd space dev enter, and I'm now looking
Hit pause.
at the dev directory. If I were to execute,
I thought that I had said that I already made that folder, but I mean I said I pointed out I can see the folder dev. So now you find a folder on yours that you can see, and then see if you can cd into that folder.
Yo, why did it just take that up?
You should have did the Alt Tab, but that's okay. You can always go down, because now it's just going between the browser and the terminal, because those are the two most previously active windows. You can also hold Alt and press Tab 2 times if that helps you. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, while you have this folder view open, hold down the Windows key and hit the left arrow again so you can see both at the same time.
It might get weird. But let's see.
Yeah, I'm just like, if he's going through I want him to see like how it's working in real time.
Yep.
I don't see the dev folder.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
that's
right.
okay.
That's okay. Yeah, but you got other folders. So cd into some folder that you see there. So in your terminal, type in cd and then any folder that you see over there on the left.
Oh shit. And then click enter, right?
Yes. No, cd and then
You
the name
gotta
of,
put
and then
the
the name of the
destination.
folder. Any folder that you see over there on the left, try one of those folders. cd space and then the name of one of those folders. For example, I can see, well, I'll let you choose. Not a folder with a space in it though, because that's just really hard to write. Just trust me on that. Not a folder with a space in it. And it has to be the exact same. So capital A is a capital, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Now hit PWD, the same as what happened in the video. And it says you're inside of the app data folder inside of the owner folder. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how before you did the CD, you were in the owner folder?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that makes sense to you.
Yeah, opened it. All right, now I get it.
You sure? No questions?
No, not off the top of my head. No, I don't got a question.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Before you have him do LS, have him do what he just did on the terminal on the left.
Wait, what?
Like, but before you send that LS, click on that window on the left. And you see where you have an app data folder on the top?
Yeah, this?
Yeah, so double click that. That's exactly what you just did in the terminal.
Yes.
Oh, no, clicking and shit. Okay.
Yeah, so when you type CD, that means change directory. So you change directory to app data. That's exactly the same as you double clicking on it on the left.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that LS that you were typing before on the right.
Cool.
Does that make sense to you?
Cool. Yeah, now it's telling me what's the folders over here. Yeah.
Right, and it's exactly what you see on the left.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Solid.
Interesting. That just answered my question. Alright. Watch the video some more. Wait, I can hit Alt Tab, right? And close this?
Yep.
Just do it like that. Cause fuck.
PWD now, you can see that it tells me I'm looking in the C drive, and within that C drive, I'm looking at the users folder, and within that users folder, I'm looking at the hunt folder, and within that hunt folder, I'm looking at the dev folder. And to prove that, if I were to type in explore space period enter, you can see these are the files that are inside of the dev directory. And if I were to execute ls from the terminal, you can see that all the files that are listed here, I can see them here. This is, in essence, how we use or navigate terminal. We use cd to change our directory, and we use ls to list the items in the directory. If you're using a Mac operating system, you won't be writing out explore dot. Instead, you'll be writing open space dot. And it will do effectively the exact same thing. It will give you a file system display, just as you can see over here, the file system display in the File Explorer.
Huh.
Muhammad in the building. All right, I'm gonna take a break from helping Malachi for a second. I'm gonna push you and Dean and Andrew, if you'd like, you can stay here. I'd really like to assign Dean to help Malachi if Dean doesn't mind. Is that okay, Dean? I know I kind of just volunteered you.
I'll try as much as I can tonight. I gotta get ready to make dinner right quick, and I really gotta work on this internship project. I got a meeting in the morning.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
I'm gonna take some time.
I'll try to make myself available as
Cool.
much as I can.
Malachi, you
What
go ahead and
about-
try to work independently. Try very hard to pay very close attention to every single thing that's being said in the video before you come and ask them for questions, because these guys are working really hard on some other things also.
I understand. It's okay.
Yeah.
What is he? I'm sorry, Leon. What is he working on? I just stepped in. What does he need help with?
So he's just going through terminal. You can see on his screen currently he just executed PWD for the first time along with LS.
Yeah.
I'm working with navigating through the terminal. That's the thing I'm working on right now.
Yep.
Do you need help? I can help you.
I'm trying to see if I could do it like by myself first, and then like if I have any questions, I just ask.
Just reach out to me anytime.
And we
I'm
might
outside.
we might get right back to helping you. I just want to make sure that I help out my guys also. I tell everybody I always help out the newest person the most. So you're gonna get a lot of attention. You know, eventually somebody else is gonna be newer than you. They're gonna get a lot of attention.
Word.
But you know, I think you received a lot of attention right now. We got you a good step in the right direction. You got stuff installed. You got chocolate installed. You got GitBash installed. You're able to at least follow along with the videos independently. I just want to check on my guys also, these other three, and see if there's anything that they're going through that I'm able to assist them with. For example, Dean's internship.
Yeah, I'm about to do a smoke break right quick. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, that's cool, man.
Let me get right back to it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, so Andrew, Dean, Muhammad, anything that I can help you guys with in present day?
I have a feeling I'll probably be dumping something in the chat. So before, for my the app I'm developing, I was supposed to be pulling some JSON data from an API request, and I had a bunch of trouble trying to get like the permissions to work. But since then, they've changed it. They created an entirely new API. This one might be easier to access. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm on a demo build now, so I'm gonna be removing a bunch of like temporary bullshit they had me add, like a config file which pre-populated a queue with dummy data and shit like that.
Okay.
And just trying to get this the API call to work. If I have trouble with that, I'll probably bug you and see if you got any suggestions for getting it to work, you know, in their secure environment.
Yep.
All right, I'll be back.
Cool. And Muhammad, what's going on with you, man?
I'm outside, so I just stepped out. So I'm gonna be home in about 5 minutes. But what I've been working on is I've been learning Docker, and so I got my projects in a container, and like my next step right now is trying to get it on the cloud. But one thing I wanted to basically what do you because sometimes I feel like I'm kind of going all over the place, and I need a sense of direction. So what is your advice that I should, be focusing on? That's
well, okay, yeah, what's my advice? I think you're making steps in the right direction, you know, making deployments to AWS and focusing on cloud computing. You're comfortable with Postman, right? You're comfortable with JMeter. There's some other things that are really important, like getting comfortable with Splunk queries, which I just don't know how to simulate yet, but it's very important. I'm gonna just write it out in members. I think I already wrote these things out, but Splunk and Dynatrace. Oh, Jenkins is huge also. These are like skills that are very important across no matter where you're going. But
so
aside from those, man, I think you're stepping in the right direction.
Real quick,
Like,
because
if it was-
I'm still in the room. High level for the Docker stuff, I would say, like, even now, I'm not 100% comfortable with everything that has to go in the Docker file. I have to look up configuration stuff sometimes to get it working, but just understanding, like, what the Docker file does, what a Docker image is, and how the deployment process works. Because you can deploy on render.com with just a Docker file, and what happens is render's system reads the Docker file and it generates a Docker image based on the Docker file. But you can also deploy using a Docker image. You still need a Docker file because the Docker file is the instructions needed to generate the Docker image, and it's one or the other. You either deploy using a system that reads the Docker file and creates the image for you, or you create the image yourself and you manually deploy it that way. I think that's a pretty correct high-level explanation.
I'd agree.
yeah, Yeah, I've been focusing on like getting my right now. I'm focusing on my passion project. I have my front end and my back end on a separate Docker container, and they're communicating the
Oh,
front end and the back end.
nice. Wow, that's tough. That
Yeah.
is tough to do. Nice.
Yeah, so they're
To have them
communicating,
both
but they're
Dockerized
in two
and then
different.
communicating is really tough.
Yeah, and now my next step is basically getting it in a Docker what's it called? Docker.
Docker registry?
No. I forgot what it's called.
Yo,
When you have
Just
two
grab it.
Docker.
measures.
Hold on, Malachi. Hold on, Malachi.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
grab
Mohammed. Hold on, Malachi. Go ahead, Mohammed.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. When you have two Docker containers talking to each other in one Docker what's it called? It begins with a C. Oh man.
Compose, Docker Compose, or
Yeah, Docker Compose. Docker
Ah.
Compose.
so it's like
Yeah.
low-level orchestration type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But besides that, I feel like I'm okay with that. But another thing is that I want to get more like multi-dimensional. Basically, have multiple things I could put on my resume, like what you said before. And JMeter is one thing. I feel like I'm okay with JMeter. Cypress
Is it
as well.
on your application that you're speaking about with the front end and back end Dockerized?
That's I'm actually working on that right now with the JMeter. That's I have JMeter on my other applications, like the Prod apps
Yeah.
and some other apps.
Yeah. Okay.
But right now I'm gonna put JMeter on my passion project.
Yeah.
And also and I also want to do Cypress as well.
Okay.
To test the front end
Okay.
and make
Good.
some API tests as well. And also I want to do some Postman scripts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
What
I don't
about
know how to do
Selenium?
that.
You said you what? Oh, you don't know how to do the Postman scripts. That's right. That's what you wanted to go over. I forgot about that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Selenium, I don't know Selenium.
So look, are you watching my screen? I'm gonna do this right now. Look, ready?
Yeah, can you record it so I could go back to watch it?
Yeah, this is on Twitch right now. We're on Twitch.
Oh, okay, nice.
Ready?
Yeah.
So if we click on Postman, right? You see?
Mhm.
Okay. So I think I don't have anything running right now, but can I run something? Yeah, let me run this real quick. Oh, it's running. Okay, this is already running, so I should be able to go to my local host, go to this and hit send, and good. It gave me back data, okay? Right, we're good to go. Now, maybe I want to make sure that the JSON response has metadata. Make sure that it has this object here. It has something, that it's just not null, right? So I can write a script by clicking on scripts right here. And I can say pm.sendRequest, and it looks like it takes an argument of, I can't remember exactly what the syntax looks like, to be honest, but it's usually like request, comma, maybe like response or something like that. And then I'm usually able to be like response dot, and then there's stuff that I can get. But let me see. Reuse scripts with packages. Oh my gosh. This is a new feature? Oh my god, wow. That is incredible. Okay. Wow, that is powerful. I need to take note of that. Excuse me for a second. Let me just screenshot it so people don't think I'm lying. Okay. Anyway, let me find an example of a Postman script. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to Control A, Control C. I'm going to go, I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to tell it, hey, generate me some Postman scripts to validate this so we can see what it looks like. I have a request that I send in Postman that looks like this. Bash. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to click on this. I'm going to copy this. That's the request. Then I'm going to say it results in a response that looks like this. I'm going to type in JSON. I'm going to paste this here. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to say, can you please write some basic PM scripts to validate